All right, guys, welcome back. It's me, Daniel, VintageMagic.com. I'm doing this video today because it is the first time I've ever actually bought on TCGplayer.com. I received all the packages. I had 10 total shipments to me, and I wanted to give it a test. I usually just buy on eBay. If I'm buying online from the major sellers, I either buy from the stores themselves, like ABU Games or Star City directly, Channel Fireball, or I would buy on eBay.com. But I've never purchased from TCG Player. It's kind of funny because everybody says that they're a pretty cool company. There's a lot of product there. So I figured I'd give it a shot. Now, obviously, I'll make a stipulation here. I did open the packages before just to make sure I got the card, so before doing the video. And let's see what we got. I got a total of 10 packages. All right, so the first seller here is Hobbytown USA. And these are all businesses, and so they're not individuals, so I think it's okay to do this. It's Hobbytown USA out of Lincoln, Nebraska. And I purchased... and I'm not going to show you the address or stuff because I don't want to, but I'm telling you the name so you can look it up if you want. And it's all, TCG Player, it's all on their website. So I think their store and everything is on the website. So what I purchased here was an Alpha Magical Hack. There it is. In played condition. I think it's, this one's heavily played. So a couple things real quick I want to tell you guys is I always do all the bend test, the light test, all that kind of stuff. And so before obviously doing this video, I made sure that the cards were 100% authentic and they're, it's not a beta or anything. So unfortunately, out of the 10 orders, there's actually one order the card was rebacked. I emailed the seller. I'm not going to tell you the seller's name because I'm going to give them an opportunity to fix the problem. But sadly, my first experience, I received a card that was rebacked. Now, this is not the card that's rebacked. This is this is an authentic card, and my main thing here is, did I get the condition of the card, or was it above what better quality than I expected? So this Alpha Magical Hack is in heavily played condition as advertised. I would give the guys at Hobbytown USA in Lincoln, Nebraska. Let me just check the invoice here. Yep, heavily played. It looks pretty good. All right, so I'll give these guys a good rating. Apparently they have also a feedback system just like eBay. So I think it's called a transaction system or some transaction thing they have. All right, so next we have from Tabletop Game Swap out of San Diego, California. This one was just a red ward in moderately play condition. And I want you guys to take a look at this. This card is definitely pretty nice. This is not moderately played. This is better than moderately played. So I gotta say, better than I expected. Yeah, I might have to call these guys and buy more product, because if this is their moderately played, I would say I'm pretty impressed. No inking, nothing I could see. I mean, there's playware, but I would call this more EX. Definitely a nice, uncommon for the store. Definitely a great job here, guys, from the Tabletop Games out of San Diego, California. Excellent. So I give them like an A+ rating on that one. Good value overall, and I think I paid like $6. Now, some of these I don't have invoices, so it's just I'm going to do the best I can to tell you the prices. Now, this one's pretty famous, Power9.com. They are out of Madison, Wisconsin. They are Danbach, and apparently there's a 5-star rating, I guess, TCG Player you can give, just like eBay. There's a rating scale. So this is an HP reverse damage Alpha. And I don't know. This is pretty... Well, actually, no. It's considered damaged. That's what they call it. Damaged. Okay. I'll look at it myself now. Yeah, so the card has like a crease right here. Don't think it shows up right there. Yep, you can see right there. Right here. But I don't... That's why they call it damaged. But honestly, it's a nice quality card. It's real. That's important. It's an alpha. And I'm okay with that. This card also has print dots, usually on the right here and sometimes over here. So it tells me that it is the alpha edition, not the beta edition. So yeah, so the condition is damaged. And, you know, if it wasn't damaged, it'd be pretty much an EX condition. Pretty nice. All right, next we have from SK Games out of Honolulu, Hawaii. That's a nice place. They have this Alpha Planes. It's in HP condition, and yeah, this one is definitely HP condition. I don't know if you guys can see this. Yeah, pretty HP. This is, okay, so I don't do damaged on my thing, but this is HP. And yeah, it's consistent. You know, I guess the word damage to some people would be like a crease, but I still consider that HP condition, which is fine. But yeah, this is consistent with the grading scale. It's a little bit more heavily played than I expected, but I'll give them a fair rating. I don't think it was a bad deal. That was $6 for that one. All right, so this is the Hobby Town one. Thing. All right, next we have from Super Games Inc. out of Roswell, Georgia. This one is for a moderately played magical hack. $64 basically. So this one is moderate play. Let's see what we got here. Another, like, you're probably wondering, why the hell am I buying a moderately played cards? Why are you buying alpha rares, Dan? What's going on? Is this a buyout? What's up? Are you gonna play this card in a deck? Guys, I've invested in alpha rares and stuff for a very, very long time. I mean, I've bought some of these cards in the past for $5 back in the day. So the thing you want to check about these alpha cards are inconsistencies, meaning it's sometimes these cards are really, well, these cards are generally very off-centered. And if this magical hack is not off-centered, actually, I kind of have a suspicion, because I've never seen a magical hack alpha that's perfectly like 50-50 top to bottom, left to right centered. So this card is consistent with alpha. Ben Tess is there. No rebacking, I can tell. This card is legit, and it is definitely an MP condition. I think it's a little bit better. I'd probably call that more LP, because the front and back surface is not that bad. So good job for the guys at Roswell, Georgia. All right, and that they were the Super Games Inc. All right, next we have Pastime Games. I think they used to run the events at Gen Con. I don't know what's going on now, but maybe they still do. So this one was the Two-Headed Giant Alpha in HP condition, $82.49. So let's take a look at this one. So this is not the one that's rebacked. I'll leave that one for the last one in the video so you can take a look. But this one is real. Two-Headed Giant is always pretty much off-centered. What I'm looking for here is, you know, inconsistencies. The print also is a little lighter than the beta one. The red in the beta, I think, is a little darker. This is a... Honestly, I think this is a pretty nice card for what it is. I mean, it's played, but so far the consistency has been pretty good. So good job, Pastime Games. Thank you so much. Yeah, old school cards, guys. I mean, I don't have to preach to the choir here. The hotness of old school cards is, you know, just amazing right now. I mean, people are buying them like crazy. There's definitely a huge market for it. All right, next is, well, this one has two cards. This is an HP Jade Monolith and a damage, reverse damage from Noble Inc. Yeah, so I'm gonna check this out. Noble Ink. So, yeah. $60 for the Jade Monolith and $45 for reverse damage. So let's take the reverse damage first. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so pretty much what they said. I think their idea of damage means that the card is inked because there's inking on the edge. You guys can't tell, I can tell, but I can tell that there's inking right here. It's kind of hard to tell, but pretty consistent with, yeah. I don't know, this one's a little bit soft. I don't know, I'm gonna have to do a light test on this one. The reverse damage is a little bit flimsy. I'm not sure because there's a lot of wear off of it. I might have to take a look at this with this one, the Jade Monolith, is just stronger. The paper is legit. No inking on this one. This one is a real card. Let me look at the back. Let's see. I don't know. What do you guys think? This is the reverse damage. This is the Jade Monolith. I don't know. I think what happens is when a card has a tremendous amount of play, it does receive a lot of issues with like the surface. So I'm gonna do a follow-up on this myself with the, just to double check. I can't do that, but my suspicion is that it is real. It is a little flimsier, but I think that's because of any kind of wear over time. A Magic card's a little bit cleaner, a little sturdier, tends to be feels a little bit heavier, and especially the bend test. All right, so far I think it's good. I'm gonna put this on the side to check this out. So that's what I do, guys. When you guys are buying things from people, make sure you guys are doing a little bit of a spot check on quality control. Otherwise, you're gonna get hosed every single time. All right, next is from Brute Force Games here in San Diego, California. And I think this is an HP reverse damage again. You're probably wondering why in the world am I buying all of these cards? Because they're alpha rares. And I feel like alpha rares, they're underpriced at this price. That's the way it works. Now this one is a little, yeah, print is okay. This one's real for sure. So gonna have to do a light test. I'm gonna do a final light test later on, but yeah, all this card looks 100% real, and it looks legit. What do you guys think? This is HP, I think. HP, but it's pretty clean overall for what it is. All right, next we got Games and Stuff out of Glen Burnie, Maryland. This one is an HP Alpha Chaos Lace. Let's take a look. All right, so again, you got to make sure that they're real. Okay. This is HP? I don't think this is HP. Well, you see these marks right here? Right there? Those are, like print docs or scuffs on the card. But do I think that's like an HP quality? No, I probably call this more MP, maybe LP, but MP is pretty fair. I think this is a pretty good quality value for what it was. It's a real card for sure. Yeah, so I would say that's a pretty good value there from the guys. Let's see, and I paid for that card is $46. I think that was a pretty good value for the guys from Game Stuff out of Glen Burnie, Maryland. All right, the next one is the card that I feel that is going to be the issue we talked about earlier. There was one pack package that was considered, that I considered a fake card or a reback card. It was a two-headed giant. I paid $70. It's considered damaged. So it's damaged, but it's definitely a reback. And here's why. I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to show you guys the card. I don't know if you can see already. It's very, very, it's very shiny. And here's why it's 100% reback. Number one, and I also did the light test earlier, and the light did not even go through. So there needs to be a light going through, and there's a rosette pattern that follows. This reback is completely obvious. Number one, you can't tell, but this line here, it literally looks like two cards together. That's number one. Number two, the hardness of this, when you do the bend test, it's a little hard, stiff. Number three, you can feel the glue. The whole entire card has this, see that right there? See it's almost like someone glued it and it just kind of, pops out. That's kind of what happens. That's what happens in a reback. Another thing, clearly that's obvious, is that the print is very, remember I said about the two-headed giant earlier from Pastime Games? See how red and deep red and this is, and the print is a little darker? I want to share you guys, I want to show you the Pastime Games, which card is real. All right, real quick. This is the one that's real. This one. See the difference? Yeah. You see the difference? All right, guys, that was my first ever TCGplayer.com experience. Please leave a comment below. I really appreciate you guys' time. We'll talk to you guys soon.